So things to consider when you're purchasing new windows is a lot. It's not just, hey, let's go get new windows today and stuff like that. It's one, you want to make sure that you get a very good window. That's the most important part, you know, and it's like, I always use this analogy of you're making soup. If you're making soup and it's gonna have meat in it, you wanna have a good meat in it. And if you're gonna have vegetables in it, you have to have good vegetables in it. And if you're gonna have, blah, 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 all the different ingredients that go into it, they're all gonna be good. Because if you make all the things good and you put bad meat in it, the soup's not gonna be good. If you put a bad potato or tomato in it, it's gonna ruin it. And then you can make it with all the best ingredients, but if you don't cook it right, it's not, it's that kind of thing with the replacement window. So you wanna go with somebody that's reputable. That's the starting point is that it's somebody that's been in business and been around a while, so they have a track record. You know, everybody can say, oh, we're the best, we're the greatest and stuff like that. But particularly in our Google world, you know, there's reviews now. And if you have companies out there that have 3 reviews, well, how many friends do they have give them reviews? 3, you know, or if they're bad, it's the 3 unhappy people that did it. So you want to make sure that it's an established company that you're familiar with, that has a track record, that can research online to see that. But then I always use this as an example because I'm the guy that handles problems for Thermo King. And gosh, look, I just told you Thermo King sometimes has problems. The best reviews in my mind are the reviews where we had a problem and they came out and fixed it. That to me is the best review because all of us are used to being told how we're gonna have such great warranties, la-da-da. Then we call and find out that it's bogus and baloney and they don't stand behind it and they're not doing this and they don't do what they're gonna say. Or the most common is nobody answers the phone or returns your call or follows up and all that and you're like, God almighty. With us, if you look at Thermo King reviews, you'll see it was the weirdest thing. They came out and fixed it. They followed up, I had a such and such problem, but they fixed it. And that's because, you know, we all strive for perfection and none of us totally achieve it because we're human. And so we're going to make mistakes, but the difference between a good company and a bad company is a good company is gonna own up and fix the mistakes and a bad company is gonna dodge you. So that's a big part of buying the window. But then you have to know that you're buying a quality product, which homeowners aren't window researchers. So they don't know what's good and what's bad and all that. So again, it's a trust thing of who do I trust? Because they're all gonna tell me they're the best. So our salespeople do their best to inform the homeowner of the various different projects so they can explain the pros and cons. And it's like, you know, telling you everything up front, where if we just say, our window's the greatest and there's nothing bad, well, you know, that's not factual. There's pros and cons to our product too. So we do our best to inform the homeowner about what's good and bad about our product, but we also try to compare it to everybody else and do all that. And then lastly, you can have the world's best product. If it's installed by a moron, it's worthless. And so that's why it's very important that we have employee installers at Thermo King. And employee installers are long-term, they're invested, they're gonna be there. So they don't cut corners or leave things off or you know, half-ass something or whatever. So whereas with us, they're employees, if we have a problem, chances are they still work for us because most of our installers have been with us for years. I'll make them go over and fix that on their own time and they won't get any work to do until it's fixed. So they're very motivated to do it right from the start because they're held accountable. And accountability is something most subcontractors aren't familiar with.